I really don't want to do this. So this is an equal length header for my Subaru. I went with equal length because it's supposed to be really good for the heat distribution throughout the motor. It's going to be good for helping avoid ringland failure and so many other things. So this is going to get rid of the rumble for the most part, which is a shame, but the health benefit that comes along with it I think is definitely worth it. So this right here is the heat wrap. I'm not going to use this, and I'll just tell you why in a minute. Comes with a new up pipe. The welds on this are super solid. Okay, so this is what you're getting. This right here comes right off. They just put this bar on here to ship it so that during shipping nothing gets bent or anything up in this area here. I'm ceramic coating them. This nice chrome shine is gonna be gone. Alright, so I'm doing ceramic for two reasons. Ceramic coating is supposed to help evenly distribute heat throughout the exhaust header so that there's no single part of the header that's getting overheated. From what I've read, I'm not 100% sure. I don't really know the science behind it or why it does what it does. Heat wrap is also really nice. It's supposed to do the same job, probably a little better, but I have read that heat wrap dries out really quickly and begins to rot and crack, so I'm not gonna do it. And it also holds moisture. After it rains or something, it makes your product more susceptible to rust. So I'm gonna try to avoid that entirely. Ceramic coat it, I have to scuff it, then I have to wipe it down. I'm gonna use denatured alcohol, and then I'm gonna start priming it with a ceramic primer and a ceramic top coat. They're both very high heat. They're made for exhaust and stuff like that. It's flame proof. All right, so I've got my little sanding set up here. Just a 320 grit sandpaper. You could use some sort of sanding sponge to make sure that you get in literally every little nook and cranny on this thing if you're doing this type of method, because it's gonna get really hot and really cold, and that's gonna cause your coating to shrink and expand, and if it's not sanded and it's not properly prepped, it's gonna very easily come off. So make sure that you get every little inch so that you can ensure that it stays on the way it should. I really don't want to do this. Well, here we go. Okay, so this has been sanded down, and basically what it looks like is it looks like brushed aluminum. So I'm just going to use some soap and water here. Then I've got some denatured alcohol, which is supposed to be a thinner and a cleaner. Then I've got flame-proof ceramic primer, and this is my ceramic top coat. It's just black. I'm gonna hang it by this bar here, and that's gonna help me be able to get around the whole thing and paint it, as opposed to painting it one side and flipping it, to ensure a more even coat. I'm just throwing some tape over the holes for where the exhaust fumes come out of, so that I don't get any type of coating or dust or dirt in there. You could cut around the shape, but it doesn't matter to me. But make sure you cover the mating surface entirely, because if you get enough coats of paint on there, it's going to be an uneven surface, and you might have an exhaust leak somewhere, and those are really annoying. I did 3 coats of primer. I can't see any more of the chrome or the metal on here, so I'm gonna start this stuff. It says 10 minutes between each coat for the primer. This stuff here says to do 3 coats total. It says to do 2 light coats and 1 medium coat. And it says that you could coat once every 10 minutes, but make sure you do it all within the hour. Okay, so I wound up doing 3 coats of primer and 4 coats of top coat. It was kind of hard to get into every little curve and groove, but I wanted to make sure it was all covered. All right, so this took me 2 days to do. The up pipe I did as well. I didn't show it because it's the same process. It came out pretty nice. I'm not saying that the ceramic coating is the better option here. It just, for me, it just seemed like the better option. I taped off all the mating surfaces and all the spots for the O2 sensors. They're clear and they're ready to go. The gaskets that came with the stuff, they're very, very nice. I'm going to use all of them when I take all the old stuff off. I'm not installing it now. It's going to be a different video. So I'm waiting on the tune, and then I'm going to put this stuff on probably this weekend, actually. So the coating went on really, really nice. There's a couple of spots that aren't perfect, but again, it's not going to bother me because, like I said, it's under the car. So you're never going to really see it. I'm really doing it for heat purposes. So this should do the job very well. And it was a very, very simple process. So probably a total of 6 coats on each part here. So I'm very happy with it. And we'll be putting them on really, really soon.